Monday of the third week of Advent. The first reading comes from the book of Numbers, chapter 24. This is the story of Balaam. Now, Balaam had an interesting profession. He was a professional curser. You got to realize in ancient times, blessings and curses were something that certain people could give, and they were very powerful because the Hebrews believed that words were not only symbolic representations of things, but they actually made the reality come true. And so if somebody curses you, you were in deep trouble. Well, Balaam is hired by the king of Moab to curse the Israelites because the king is afraid that the Israelites might come and conquer his kingdom. Balaam goes to curse the Israelites, but his curse comes out as a blessing. And then he goes to bless the Moabites, and the blessing comes out as a curse. That because he's speaking in the name of God, he can't curse the Israelites because God's word is more powerful than his ability to bless or to curse. God puts these words in his mouth, and he has to call a blessing upon the land. Now, the gospel is from Matthew 21, and Jesus is in the temple, and the Jewish authorities say, by what authority, by what power are you doing these things? So Jesus, who's clever, and you have to realize in the ancient world, cleverness was highly respected. It's the ability to get your way through difficult times. And remember, Israel was conquered by the Romans. There were many difficult times. If one was clever, it meant that one had some insight that only God could offer. So Jesus says to them that baptism of John the Baptist, did it come from God or was it of human origin? Now the authorities think this one through, and they say, if we say it came from God, then Jesus will ask us, then why didn't you follow John the Baptist? If we say it came from human authority, then Jesus will say, then the people will be angry because they believe that John the Baptist was a prophet. So they say, we don't know. And Jesus then says, neither will I tell you with what authority I'm doing this. That he has, in a sense, trapped them in their own words. Now, how do we apply this idea of cleverness to our spiritual life? Isn't it odd that we find time to watch our favorite TV program, go to our favorite restaurant, see sporting events, and yet somehow we never find the time to say our daily prayers, or we never find time to call somebody with whom we've been fighting and make peace? This gospel is reminding us that this Advent season is a time to be clever in spiritual things, so that we do those things that we think about, but sometimes don't accomplish. And may God bless us.